So, you're hungry for more? Yeah, I knew one story wouldn't be enough. Hell, a gunslinger's tale is enough to make anyone want to stay and listen. That coupled with a ninja looking to help their home, Star Child lost on a sphere he don't right know how to navigate, a witch caught between fleeing from her past and running toward it, and a ballad brewing bard who's only got eyes for an angel. Woo-wee! That look, now that's a group I could chinwag for a while. Alright. So, what do y'all remember from last time?
Like the entire
Remember.
season? Or like just last few episodes?
Last few episodes.
Okay, I was like, because I remember we met in a bar fight.
Mm-hmm.
We stole a couple of things from a museum. There was the whole train ride to meet Zeke's contact, whose name is escaping me.
He was a gift.
Lyle.
He was a gift.
Yeah. Was a gift. Oh yeah, we also met some gift like while in the town, and we
Some
helped them
space
with their
alien
mission.
gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who may or may not have been from the future.
Who the fuck knows? So then the train ride there, Zeke took a 3-day nap. Cicatrix got drunk for the first time and had an existential crisis over what ranch was.
Yeah.
Tell me what range dressing is.
A couple of us got letters from this other devil named Ozzy. And Malvin very quietly flew into a rage over it. And then we got to the place we were supposed to go, and it was the Sun Bearers festival. So we all partied for a little bit, and then some of us were wildly hungover the next day when we went to go talk to Lyle. And we signed our memories away because we were like, I don't know, and I forgot what
We were kind of sketched out.
We were very sketched out.
Well, we were sketched out because we were giving the scepter, it was like the Sunbearer scepter, and it had the capability to rip apart the fabrics of the universe, and we were like,
I don't know if we should give this to him.
we don't necessarily want the demon that we potentially stole this from to know. Well, also to know that we were the ones who stole it.
Yeah. So we signed away our memories, and then we somehow ended up being yoinked back to Big Trip's house, back in the OG town we were in, and we were immediately hit with other memories, and we were like, wait,
we're undoing this
something's
memory
suspicious.
shit spell.
Yeah, and I think that's where we ended because we weren't entirely sure where to go from there.
Yeah, because we were just vibing.
Lyle Winsborough is
Thank you.
my contact.
That's the
and
gift.
I found the other most important information here. Our safe word is ragamuffin. Remember, when
Correct.
The safe word is ragamuffin.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That is important. Thank you, Sorry.
that's our Jenga word is ragamuffin, and we spent many a time not just down south, but up north we were looking for and did not find. So we made do with the Sunbearers Festival. We spent many a time enjoying pizza at Mimic's Merry Band.
Yes,
Is the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
that was our restaurant.
That was our base of operations.
Yes, but we had we
that was
spoke
our fantasy.
brazenly
our
out in
fantasy-
public about doing stuff while eating
Yeah.
pizza with children at Mimic's
Yeah.
Merry Band.
Yeah.
in basically a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, a
Fancy
Chuck E. Cheese ran and made of mimics.
And I forget his name because I'm looking for it, but there was also a skeleton dude that we always see and hang out with that we love.
Seamus!
Venus?
Seamus,
yeah.
he just was vibing a bunch.
He's
Yep.
he
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah. He's my buddy. He's my bro. I mean, I met him when I moved here, but like, I love that man.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason that you guys had your memory things removed is because Big Trip keeps an eye on Zeke. And he noticed that y'all had a devil's mark on you. And he said he was going to remove it, and that's when the memories came flooding back. And he said that he only had enough energy for one, and so apologized to Mal. And so,
That's right.
I think with
Was Mal not
that-
there when it happened?
No,
I
Mel was there. And so with that, I think you guys just kind of like, because it was late at night, because there was like a time gap before you got your memories back. And so you guys had opted to get some rest. If I'm remembering correctly, Big Trip was like, you guys need to lie low for a second. Just to...
That sounds right.
Didn't he offer us to like basically stay the night in his like super mansion?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are lying low in the super mansion.
Yeah.
Well, I think the only
and-
reason he even did that is because his daughter is connected is with Zeke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And because he was getting ready to send y'all off, and then Abilene found out and was like, hold on.
He's like,
Also, one detail that was kind of, I don't know if it was intentionally skipped over or not, but with the memories coming back of y'all having made the connection of Lyle being connected to the hell somehow, is whenever y'all were leaving Vol, you saw him talking with Vinny Clearwright.
That's right.
And so we will pick up in the morning.
we are not in Vol. We are in shoot. what's
You
that
are
town
in
called?
Blazewood.
We are back
Yeah,
in
now
Blazewood.
we're back in Blazewood.
You're back in Blazewood. Yeah. What is everybody feeling on this morning?
on camera.
So,
Well, pissed
so
off, not
complicated
gonna lie.
emotions. And we all got our memories back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Mal is
pissed off,
pissed
not gonna
off.
lie. I'm not a fan of having my brain fucked with. On top of every fucking thing else that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
my
No.
mind is.
Even though we
worried
signed a
Yeah.
contract about it.
Yeah.
You know, I had to ask the man that I was sort of not particularly fond of, but happy to make peace with, you know, for a favor, you know, all because of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
staying in his home. It's a lot.
Cicatrix feels great.
Cicatrix
Yep.
passed out, forgot all of the previous day.
Good.
Okay.
Protect him at all costs. Good.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've been alive for thousands of years. Let's forget in like 24 hours. Eh.
Yeah.
Half a drop in the bucket.
He's like, it's fine.
It's fine. Dust, Nyx.
I'm probably like contemplative because I'm like, okay, I've got this like pyramid to find the thing, but like that was kind of reckless of me to like agree to have my memories changed, because that, how do I know I haven't done that before? So I'm kind of like introspective and maybe a little bit like maybe having a, what are those things called? It's a type of crisis. It's a existential crisis.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, have I done this before? Can I trust myself? Can I trust my own memories? Like,
Okay. So dust is spiraling.
and just, I mean, I'm trying to hold it together and figure it out, but like, hold on, wait a minute. How old is Dust again? I think Dust was pretty young, right?
Pretty young.
Oh, shit, yeah. Dust is like 18. So,
yeah, so Dust is just
they're-
newly out of adolescence.
So Dust is like, can I even trust my own memories? Like, Dust hasn't gone through existential crises really before. This is like the first one.
Yeah.
Like, so they're probably like in the room, like, and like holding like their staff, like.
That tracks.
Same,
Oh, no.
same.
I'm never doing that ever again. Is what
same.
Nick is doing.
I'm not signing a thing. I'm not talking to people. No.
Never again.
Okay.
That was
What I get for
stupid.
trying to talk to people.
I shouldn't have left my swamp.
So.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
I'm
Everything-
sorry. I thought I muted mine, so I was just yelling the swamp like really dramatically. And I
The
thought it was just
swamp!
gonna go. I thought it was just gonna go through Jared's microphone, and I'm assuming it probably went through both and sounded horrendous. And I'm sorry.
No. We only heard it through Jared's. It just still the swamp.
It's pretty good.
Cool. So other than Tricks, everybody's not feeling great.
Not particularly.
And you guys are kind of left to feel that for a bit as Trip doesn't try to disturb any of you guys. After a bit, though, you guys do catch the scent of something cooking downstairs. And you do start to hear like feet moving around the manor as the sun starts to climb higher in the sky, definitely breaking past morning, starting to get closer to noon.
Well, no point in putting it off. Put my boots on and my hat.
Gotta calm down.
Time
Someone
Head
else is home.
downstairs.
They've generously
a
all
whiz.
opened their own dust. I gotta cool it.
Give me a whiz
Head
save,
downstairs.
Mal.
A wisdom save? Fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. The one thing I didn't fucking prepare. But that's okay! Oops. There it goes. Ah. Don't fail me, bullet dice. Okay, that's pretty good. Plus, my wisdom save is a +4, so that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice. Yeah. Calming down is no problem for you this morning. Sorry, I looked down at Anna's fucking camera. And Dust is still there.
I am in character.
Yeah.
But you know what
Oh,
I don't
boy.
have? My dice. So I'm gonna go grab that before you ask me to roll something.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Um,
that was
cool.
me too. I was like, ah, fuck.
Fix my camera right quick.
I haven't played D&D in a year. God damn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I was like,
Rusty.
shit, how do I do this again?
I forgot
I
I
have a
had dice
dice
for
tower
Trey.
now, guys.
oh hell yeah.
It's just like a little, it goes like this. And then I have another
Ooh.
thing that's like a little dice vault. And then it
Ooh.
came in this, and this doubles as like a little can cozy thing.
Oh hell yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's
the
very
lid,
cute
this is-
looking.
and then this is the lid. That just looks like
Hell yeah. That's dope as hell.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, you all start I'm assuming Trix is heading out first because motherfucker does not know any bad emotions at the moment. So
Dust
as
is
you are
having a hard time.
yeah, Dust is having a hard time. Dust is definitely probably gonna be the last one out of their room.
If they leave on
Trix-
their own at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Trix, as you are headed like downstairs, you can also smell something cooking, and you're making your way around. This is a big house. Like this could probably easily like 30 people could live here, and it is like just a bunch of people moving around. Some people like cleaning up little areas. One person's bringing some linens from upstairs down to a different room. And as you're like making your way down the stairs, you see Abilene, the lady with a large mane of curly red hair, currently tied into a ponytail, bringing in what looks like a small like sack of herbs. And it's like, Daddy's cooking up dinner, or not dinner. Yesterday was weird. Breakfast for everybody. Should be ready in about 20 minutes if y'all are looking to eat before you skedaddle.
Oh, yeah. I want bacon, I want pancakes, and I want bacon mixed with pancakes, and then I want a gallon of syrup.
I'll see if Daddy can whip up something special for you. I'll try my hardest. And she like goes to tussle your hair and then kind of retracts and is like, pat. And then,
Bob.
yeah, makes her way over to the kitchen.
I will sit and wait for everybody.
Cool. I'm assuming that Zeke is probably the next one down. As you guys, do you leave your room on your own, Dust, or no?
At this point, I don't think they will. I think that they're probably like not even realizing what time of day it is.
Oh yeah.
And like, because Dust, despite being a ninja, grew up kind of sheltered. So they haven't had to deal with an existential crisis yet of
Fair.
not being able to know if they can trust their own thoughts.
Mm-hmm. So then, are you coming downstairs as well, Nyx, or no?
Probably at some point.
Okay. So, as the rest of you slowly trickle your way down to the dining room, Dust is still nowhere to be seen.
At first sight of Miss Lady Abilene,
Oh, please, you don't have to act all formal in here.
well, it's the least I can do. Putting us up like this and everything, so.
Well, if you really feel so grateful, you can help me with the dishes later.
Well.
As for the rest of y'all, any other special requests? And you hear from Trip, who's currently has his back to y'all and his sleeves rolled up for once. Anybody interested can give me a perception check. But is currently cooking over two different pans and is like, no, they either get biscuits and gravy or they get pancakes. Y'all can decide from there.
We're gonna try to perceive.
Sick.
17.
17. Okay.
I got an at 20.
Yo! Oh, this is
She's all.
interesting.
9.
You are more so like you were focused on Abilene and then realizing Trip is right there. You were and it just like back in like very like formal. I am keeping to my space. We are in our chair.
Keep my eyes down and go straight to a seat of some kind.
Yeah. Mal, you notice that where like the sleeves were rolled all the way out, now that they're rolled up, you do see some golden tattoos over Trip's forearms. I believe, no, it was somebody else, but somebody had seen just like a peek of some golden tattoos around his collarbone that glowed slightly whenever you removed y'all's mark. But they are now like in full view. Tricks. This calls to mind something particular. Not necessarily that the marks are golden or anything about them, but you notice something very peculiar about the way they're designed. It's a lot of like just basic line work and a lot of like scattered stippling. But you have seen something like this, not from like any sort of like huge like full view while you were flying through space, but when you got real close one time, when you skipped past a sun, kind of slingshotting you further into space, a solar flare. And you see some of the collections of lines and stippled dots resemble rings of like solar flares around his forearms.
Ooh. I want to run up to the counter and look at him.
You just go, he's like, oh, don't touch the pan, it's hot. As he's currently flipping 3 pancakes with 1 spatula, and like the other hand is stirring a little like saucepan of gravy.
I like your tattoos.
Thanks.
What? They have an interesting pattern.
Yeah?
Do you?
Oh, so?
What are they supposed to be?
I don't know. I went to an artist and they thought they were real pretty.
I don't know if you know, but they kind of look like solar flares. If you know what that is.
And he pauses for just a second, like kind of halts, and then goes back to doing stuff. Just questioning, going somewhere, or just an observation?
Well, I just like space. I thought that you did too.
Particular part of space, yeah? Kind of my whole life's focus, if it were.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
my mom is cicatrix. Well, that's right?
You're thinking of Arcturus.
Arcturus.
Your
that's
name is Cicatrix.
right. My name is cicatrix.
Yeah.
My mom is Arcturus.
Wait, look. Like the sun?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Bear's Scar constellation.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know if that just makes you lucky or a fucking demigod. Hot damn. Either way, you ever need a free meal, you come to my house, alright?
Hell.
And it was never abused.
Never.
Never.
I guess if I see Mal and Nyx amongst the rest of us with no dust, at some point, turn to sort of everyone. Notice that we're missing our monk. Did anyone talk to Dust? Are they up at some point, or?
I don't know. They might just be sleeping in, but I can go check on them if you want.
Well, I mean, I don't know if monks or something need like special sleepy time or something, but we can fill them in when we're ready to get out of here. But let's everyone
For that,
just
I'd hate
check.
for him to miss a meal.
That's true.
I'll be right back. I'll go check.
Probably for the best. They're
oh.
wrestling with some tough stuff up there.
Take your word for it.
Like what?
Nothing I think you're equipped to understand at the moment.
I'm going upstairs to check on Bess.
Sick.
Well, they like wrestling, so I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, and with that, he takes the 3 pancakes he was flipping and like slides them onto a plate. And he's like, "Now we don't have a gallon of syrup, but we got an approximation of molasses if you're down for it." Mal, you are going up to Dust's room.
Yeah. I just knock on their door, just... Dust?
You don't really get a response.
I'm just gonna very, very quietly, very, very slowly, like, turn the door handle and just kind of poke my head in.
You see Dust sitting on their bed, kind of like curled up, like with their quarterstaff like this, like white knuckled, and just kind of like rocking.
Dust, you awake? We're all,
Oh.
Sorry, didn't mean to spook you. I just... We're all, getting some breakfast.
Oh, yeah, food. Okay, yes. And they kind of like get up, like
You...
a little too
good?
fast. I'm just thinking about some things, and I'm thinking about whether or not I can trust the things that I'm thinking about. So,
Right, because of all the memory bullshit that...
yeah, because I don't like not knowing if I can trust my own thoughts or not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if a whole couple weeks of our lives, like a whole, was recreated, because now I have 2 memories for that period of time. I have 2 different memories for that period of time. And I just so easily agreed to it. And how do I know I haven't done it before?
Well, yeah, that's exactly why that kind of magic ain't exactly welcome around here. And if it eases you at all, it is, as far as I know, what he does, some pretty powerful magic. It's not something just anyone can do.
Okay. Let's go eat. And then
I think that's a great
Dust
idea.
Dust is like definitely has some words in their brain that they're trying to work through. So
I'll let them work through it. I'm not...
I think Dust is like low-key having the whole like, am I a brain in a vat? Was the universe created last Thursday? Like,
Am I in a
is
simulation?
anything real? Like this is that kind of an existential crisis. Is that kind of space.
God damn.
Although I don't think Dust would think of the brain in a vat specifically, but it's that kind of vibe
Yeah.
of like, how do I know anything's real? So,
God damn. Yeah, you guys make your way downstairs.
it's absurd.
Trix, I imagine, is already halfway through the stack of 7 pancakes that's on display.
Yeah.
I'm watching with
I'd say
awe.
as they're walking down, he's like scarfing down pancakes and he has the many jokes to tell your friends and he's just reading them out loud to Zeke.
My fucking god.
What do you call a cleric's favorite hot drink?
Well, I don't know what.
Divinity.
That's a good one.
What do you call an orc with 2 brain cells?
What?
Pregnant.
No.
He just
Now just
Yeah,
be careful with that one. That could
Wow!
land in the water.
At that one, Abilene just kind of comes over and is like, "We don't allow reading at the table."
It's like that.
And then I just sort of turn to her and mouth like, "Thank you."
my god. Okay, I am
Holy
glad I
fuck.
was not here for any of that.
Yeah.
Damn. Sticky Trick's book of jokes is like, here's some racist jokes too.
Oh, bro.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Finish your breakfast, buddy, and don't talk with your mouth full.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm sitting down and absolutely annihilating my plate of biscuits and gravy. That is Mal's like favorite goddamn meal.
Hell yeah.
Zeke is he's nibbling, but he's sort of like playing with his food almost because he's just sort of like struggling to have an appetite. He's just
That's kind of what Dust ends up doing as well.
I'm imagining a similar vibe from Nyx as well.
Oh, for sure.
As like breakfast starts getting dished out to everybody, and eventually Abilene and Trip join the table. Trip is just kind of like looking up from his plate every now and then as he's taking small bites, and he's like, I know y'all have had a bit of a shock. And like specifically turning to Dust. Just so you know, detecting a devil's mark is not something just anybody can do. It is meant to be concealable, unless you know exactly what you're looking for. I only figured it out because I've been watching this one. There is a reason that Lords of Hells have so much power, and it's because they know how to get people on their side without them knowing. And if it sets your mind at ease, that was the only mark I saw on you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And now that he's no longer cooking, the sleeves are rolled back up. So what's the next plan for all y'all?
I think that's something that we gotta figure out.
oh, and not that I want to cut you out or anything, but I don't want to get you into any more trouble for harboring us if we have some sort of target on us or anything like that.
I amass my fortune not because I enjoy money, Ezekiel. I amass it so that I could do what I please in this city. If anybody comes over here looking to start shit because y'all are here eating breakfast with me at my invitation, if the gold ain't gonna sway 'em, then who I can pay is gonna sway 'em. Y'all are fine.
I just wouldn't want to. Just kind of turn to Abilene as I talking to him. Wouldn't want to bring anything untoward to our mutual loved ones.
Then you make sure that the only people who know that you and I have dealings are the people under my employ and our neighbors. You understood?
Crystal clear.
It's not absolutely necessary. Y'all keep my name out of shit. Especially if you're going up against the Hells as much as you are. I'm keeping an eye on them, but I don't want to be on their radar.
Well, Well, team, if there's anything that we can think of that we need to do that we... and then, point of clarity, were we there when Dust figured out attuning to said item of what it could do?
I believe that was Dust was
cart.
in there, huh?
Wasn't it? We were in like our covered wagon or something.
You
when I was
were.
like-
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were all together.
Okay,
Mhm.
so since our wiping has been unwiped, we should remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with as powerful as an item as you got there, Dust, what do you think? Hold on to it, or
Well-
you want to try to transfer it to someone who, quote unquote, might be the right hands? But I mean, I don't trust anyone outside of this room right now, so.
Well, it gave me a map of what I might be looking for. So I kind of wanted to follow that map to there was 5 objects that I can use to make my cool thing. So
Okay. Turn to the others with the like face, like the that sounds like that
Well,
could be
it gives
kind of
us a
fun.
map. I see no reason to get rid of it.
yeah, I figure follow it, and then once I don't need it anymore, then we can give it back to whoever it belongs to.
That like taking any, her, my one, current issue is taking ourselves out of Blazewood to if there is any heat on us or on me or anything, I'd like to keep it far away from here if we can. So if it follows us, great, we'll kick its ass. We'll deal with it as needed, but at least we'll be on some playing field. So, and y'all have
Agree.
helped me do my shindig, and ever since I posted that flyer to find people who are willing to do some like look at Trip and then look back at everyone work.
I already know about y'all's half-assed heist. You all need to keep that under wraps.
I feel that I am due to dissolve this here group if needed, but and I sort of pick up my whatever's for breakfast, drinking wise, like I don't know, orange juice or
OJ.
yeah, and sort of in ways of a sort of a toast to be like, but I say we let it ride.
I've got milk because
Alright.
cats don't like citrus.
Clinky.
Yeah.
First order of business, and the only thing I'll ever do as my last sort of instruction as the person who formulated anything is we are going to clean up our mess. We are not going to let these people get out of here without us cleaning up our breakfast plates and silverware. Okay, let's get back in the kitchen, let's roll up some sleeves and let's get it done. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thanks again, boss. That was top notch.
It's only the first form of repayment. I've been trying to track down whatever Lord of Hell has been residing in Blazewood, and you at least gave me a heading as to where to look. So,
And to that point, I sort of lean into him, and be like, if there's any, if we find out anything else, is there a good way we could get into quicker contact with you outside of just our normal means, or would the normal means suffice? In case
I
we
don't have
get
any
hit.
intention not to keep my eye on you. If any information comes up, I will more than likely already know. But checking in every now and then would be nice. And
Fair
he
enough.
kind of like leans back in his chair. Now, to that effect, like I said, I can keep an eye on this one. There was a point in time where there was a stutter for what seemed like a second. Something happened on the train.
You fell asleep for like
Thank-
3 days, but that's about
Other,
it.
other than the best sleep I've ever had in my life.
No, I
He
could
did
see
fall
the
asleep.
sleep.
Was it?
I
You
ran
happen to
into
remember-
someone on the train, didn't I?
Do you happen to
Like,
remember
was it
Big
when we were
Trip,
talking to
a
Ozzy?
red tiefling?
Uh,
Do you
yeah.
remember seeing that and sort of
Well,
what
I
was
think
going on?
didn't I run into someone else on the train? Like I ran into someone I knew on the train. Oh no, I ran
You
into my
did.
master on the train. That's
You
right.
ran into Shade.
I ran into Shade on the train.
The two more prominent things that happened was meeting Ozzy and Dust running into Shade on the train.
Was it our brief conversation with Ozzy, you think?
There was a party trick that our red tiefling friend did, where I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but you know, all of time and space stopped or something for
It did
a
seem
little
like
bit.
that.
I don't remember. Did I run into it? I ran into my master, who wasn't supposed to come find me, but did anyway. And we had a quick chat before he had to leave, because technically I'm not supposed to see anyone from my village.
You, I think, were doing that while everybody else was in the dining
Yeah.
car at the time.
I don't think you were there for
I
him.
wasn't there for Ozzy. I don't think I met Ozzy.
No. And so, Trip is just like, I would have noticed if there was any sort of time distortion magic that was concerning.
I mean, it wasn't for very long, but
Just keep an eye out. Let me know if you see him again.
fair enough. Keep your eye out, red tiefling.
Yeah. Gotta keep track of a white skin tiefling, now a red skin tiefling. Way
Just
too many
tries to-
players.
Zap us with like a time stop or something, you know.
It's more, I didn't even see anybody approach y'all that fits that description, but. Oh, I'll try to keep a better eye on you, I guess. Well, I've got to go meet somebody in town. Trusting y'all to, as you've said, clean up your own mess. Well, have a good one. And Trip makes his way out. And as you hear the front door open, you hear, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting you, bud." And a familiar voice to you, Trix, calls out, "Sorry, I heard that one of my friends is over here, so I just want to see if I could find him. Never mind, I'll find him somewhere else. Sorry."
It's him.
It's the guy.
It's the guy
guy.
that literally raised me, and I don't remember his name.
Wow.
It's him!
You do hear the voice of Melbourne at the door.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
Hi, Trix! Can I? And Trip is like, yeah, I gotta go anyway. Just moves through the doorway, and you see his still like frizzy red hair coming in. Hi! Man, this is a big house. Holy shit. Sorry. Hi. I heard that you were back in Blazewood, and I wanted to try and track you down, and I had heard that, Galaxy person was in the area, so I figured this was a good place to look. First, how are you?
I'm great.
Great! Right. The reason I wanted to try and find you, other than you're awesome. My papa is in town, and I told him about you and how we hung out for a while together, and he really wants to meet you. Do you have stuff going on today, or no?
I'm gonna look at everybody else.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Did I introduce you to them last time we met? We were kind of
No.
in a rush to get somewhere last time we saw each other.
No, I had to catch a taxi. And you guys see this, because you may have forgotten since last he was here. Frizzy red hair, not like curly or anything, just like straight hair, but it sticks out at all sides. Very like dark brown. Couldn't be more than like 20. Young kid with
Young mad scientist.
Yeah, with Adventuring Academy robes, and a small satchel with like scrolls sticking out the sides of it. Just like, hi.
This is Zeke. He plays guitar, and he's teaching me how to drum, and he likes my jokes. He taught me what ranch was.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen you play a couple times.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This is Nyx. She is dark and goth and cool, and she casts spells and shit. And then that's Malvin. She wears a mask all the time, and she's pretty cool. And then that's Rare Dust. It's not a real cat, not just a cat. It is a human cat thing. They talk. They're pretty cool.
The backseat, bud. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry. Forgive him. He's only been on this planet 8 months, huh? It's almost your birthday. Oh, I gotta figure out what I'm getting you. Okay. Thing for another time. Yeah. Is it cool if I steal him? Well, it doesn't have to be now. In an hour or two.
Well, I mean, we could. We're just gonna get ready to get out of here. Maybe we can tag along on our way.
Oh,
out.
want to come with?
On the way.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll let my papa know that there's gonna be a few more people. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Here. Which one of you has a map in your group?
That's a good question. Let me look at my inventory.
I genuinely don't think it's me.
Loading. Loading.
You are having a map.
I'm fairly confident it is not me.
Okay, so it's not Mal. It's
I
not
don't
Trix.
think-
Or actually, it might be Trix, now that I'm thinking about it, because Melbourne would not have let you leave his side without a map. So
I have a bag
is
of sand.
I don't think I have a map. Did I give Trix his finger back?
Yes.
Yeah, you gave Trix his finger
Yeah.
back.
Okay, because I have in my inventory a mineral made of Trix's skin.
Yeah, you
I gave that back.
You gave that back episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
is
cross that off.
sick. The Melbourne is like, okay, so you didn't give it to anybody. Good. And kind of just invites himself into your bag and just roots around and pulls out the map and lays it out on the table, and it's like, okay, Blazewood. Oh, this is your normal map, Blazewood map. Okay, so I'll just mark this house over here. That's my papa's estate. It's like our family's summer home. And you guys are welcome to come anytime. Yeah. I gotta go drop off my final, and then I'll meet you there. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye. It was nice to see all you guys. And turns the wrong way to head out the door and goes face first into the wall, then goes out the door.
Taught me everything he knows. I know.
Seems pretty apt. All right. Well, dishes ain't gonna do themselves. More hands makes less work. All right, and then montage.
Yeah.
Cleaning montage.
You guys in Abilene spend a good amount of time just cleaning up the dishes.
Do we level up?
If you would like to also, if you would like to also reap the consequences. But yeah, and after that, you guys are kind of left to your own devices. Abilene even saying that she has someone else she has to meet in town, and gives you a peck on the cheek before heading out the door herself.
Yeah, we have our tearful goodbye, and so much as pretty much just that, and me just being like, "All right, well, you be careful, Miss Abilene.
I feel like I should be saying that to you, but I will. And I better see you before you leave town."
Well, we're gonna go off to the estate of whoever that young feller was.
Yeah, the Blakes. They've come over a few times. They're not the most social types, but the hell of astronomers. They, what was it? Amadeus has written an immense amount of books on the study of stars and celestial bodies.
Well, if they kidnap us and murder us, that's where we were last, and then we're gonna go on an adventure. I'd say, don't forget to write, but your dad's kind of watching me at every moment of every day, so you I feel like you'll know. I mean, I'll still drop you a line if I have to get out, but let's just say for now, my plan is unless we got a bolt, that before we leave town altogether, I'll be sure to stop by.
You better. And
And
if I find out that I burnt a house for nothing, if you don't, because I'm gonna burn his house down.
And then
y'all
I
don't
just sort
say.
of, as I'm looking around, I sort of give her the very "oh, yes, my lady," sort of hand raise, shake thing, and then just sort of drop the act and just give her a big old hug, and little smooch on the temple, and be like, "One of these days, we'll get out of here. I promise."
I'll hold that to you.
All right.
Now I
take
gotta
care-
go. Because
Yeah, take care
I
of
gotta
your
go
daddy.
before I decide to cancel my plans. Oh, Daddy can take care of himself plenty. He's got a lot that is on his side. Stay safe, y'all. And she bows, and her eyes kind of linger on you for a little bit, Zeke, before she turns out the door.
Anyway, let's do it. Malvin, what you looking at?
What?
I'm not ready, am I? Oh my gosh.
You don't have to come with us if you don't want. If you want some extra time with your lady friend.
No, it's
I get
probably better. It's probably better if I stay distracted.
Suit yourself.
I mean, I'd like to, but no. This is for the better. This is for the better. It's for the best.
I'm just saying, the house is gonna be empty for a little bit.
And then I go to wherever the ice box was sort of in the sort of the little kitchen area, chip myself off a little bit into my handkerchief and sort of dab the sides of my neck with it, and then open my drawers and drop it in. Oh, okay. Let's hit it, y'all.
Old timey.
Lead on, stick of tricks.
And with that, you guys kind of make your way out. Some of the workers around the house just kind of like watching you all go. And you guys make your way across town. Everybody's going to the Blake estate, yes?
I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you guys make your way to the Blake estate. As you're making your way up, it's in the Silver District, which is usually commercial buildings, but tucked. So the way that the Silver District is positioned, the entrance to the Adventuring Academy is in line with the Silver District, and right up against the wall between the Adventuring Academy and Saltu proper is the estate, kind of sprawled up against the wall. The gate is kind of low, but it's made of this this material that doesn't quite stick with any of you. It's very dark material, very dense, but in the light it shines real bright. And making your way up to the gate, you actually hear like quick footfalls as you see Melbourne coming from the gate to the Adventuring Academy over to the estate. He's like, "Oh, you guys beat me here. That's not fair. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Picked up some extra credit work. We should actually probably get inside." As you see a large construct that you can tell it's made of this iron, but is completely covered, like colored this pink color. He's just kind of looking around. He's like, inside. And he kind of ushers you through the gate and in the door. You see like one person in kind of like workers' clothes tending to one of the vases, kind of polishing it. Is just like, Melbourne, you're here early. We didn't. And you hear from upstairs, "It's all right. I expected extra people." And you guys hear the voice from upstairs coming around the landing and down the stairs. Is this looking a human with this long white beard, kind of rounded out underneath his chin, bald head, and what looks like academic or wizard's robes, grayscale in appearance with different constellations sewn in, pretty big arms. The robes are kind of tight fit, and it looks like this man could probably lift about 300 pounds if he wanted to. Kind of like just poring over a book as he's making his way down the steps. Trix, give me a history check.
Ooh.
These dice are hard to read. I'm sorry. That is a 5.
5. He looks familiar, but you can't quite place it right now. And he's just, and like after finishing a sentence, he sticks in a little bookmark, and just slides it into what looks like a holster that's kind of strapped to his shoulders. Well, I knew I'd be meeting a Callisto, but I wasn't expecting the rest of y'all, if I'm being honest. may I know your names, or is that going to be kind of private information?
Ezekiel Plimpkin. Friends call me Zeke. You can call me Zeke.
I'm Rare Dust.
You can call me Mal. Everyone else does.
I'm Nyx.
Nice to meet each of you. And I've already been told about you, Zicatrix. Nice to meet you in person, finally. Rare Dust, you said?
Yes.
Interesting.
I go by Dust
Reputation
for short.
So I've heard. Reputation precedes you. Well, I'm happy to meet each of you. Feel free to peruse the library. And he points through one of the doorways. I only really see it about once a year these days, so feel free to peruse there. Just please don't damage anything there. It is amazing to meet you, Trix. Can I show you some things?
Yeah.
I haven't got the chance to meet another Callisto in years, so I'm always happy to take this opportunity if I can.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll be with y'all in a bit. And he kind of like gestures upstairs.
I'll just sort of pat Trix and be like, you can be all right by yourself for a bit.
I'll be fine.
Cool. We're just gonna wait for you here if that's all right.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Mind your manners now.
Okay. No jokes.
Except really good ones. Okay. Make sure you give them the good stuff.
Okay.
Cool. And Trix is ushered upstairs. What the rest of you see as Amadeus is following Trix up the stairs is there are peaks of what look like black wispy tattoos up the back of his neck. You don't see the rest of the designs. It ends about like at the base of his skull, but yeah.
Just for curiosity's sake, there's not a specific pattern in
The one that's on you? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, curiosity's sake.
Entirely fair.
Quick question. Did
yeah.
he say his name? I might have missed it. I was writing down notes.
Amadeus Blake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And he ushers you upstairs. Melbourne downstairs is like, so we don't just have like astrology books here, although that's the majority of them. What are your guys' favorite books?
What do you have for options?
Oh, so many. It's mostly nonfiction, but I did pressure him to have a non-fiction collection as well. A lot of it is work on celestial bodies, as well as a few sacred tomes of the Sun Bearer that were copies made.
Can I peruse any of those without it
Yeah.
causing problems?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
Would also like to take a look at some of those.
Sick. Yeah. Come on. I'll show you guys around.
Do you have
And
any books on the? Just because I'm curious to know what I guess is known. Do you have
Okay.
any books on the Titan Mountains?
a couple, not a lot. It's mostly in reference to different constellations, because some people venture to like the foothills of them in order to observe stars better. There's not a lot of people who have actually made it into the Titan Mountain range and survived. It's for some groups kind of like a rite of passage. I actually and he leads you in and finds one book. And the binding is not leather. It seems to be this kind of flexible bark. And it's like, this should be it. A couple accounts from people who claim to have climbed into the mountains. Mind you, nobody's made it up to Tender's reach, but they've made it as a from their accounts a good bit in.
Okay. I'd like to take a look at these, and I'm just gonna take those books and go into a corner because I'm curious to see what the outside world knows about my house.
Yeah, you take those books and go off into a corner, and Melbourne leads you all into a different section. By the way, whenever he so between the two flights of stairs is where like these double doors are, and when they open, it is a good 100 feet to the back of this room, and it's not just like books on the sides. It's like full library where there are aisles of books, and it's a good 15-foot tall room, and the cases go all the way to the ceiling, with like ladders that slide in order to allow people higher access. And he leads you guys over to a blazewood aisle, and he's like, so this is the Sunbearer collection. We ask that you do not have any food or drink near them, as they are sacred texts, and Papa is very keen on keeping these as pristine as possible. So yeah, there are a few sacred texts, some scripture, and also some, if it's to be believed, first-hand accounts of seeing the Sunbearer or some of his kin. There's also, because we realize some legends conflate themselves with the Sunbearer, there are also some collections of the cult of the Phoenix, although some of theirs are a little bit more blown out of proportion in terms of certain things. So yeah, anybody who's interested in that, where you three, what are you guys looking for? I'm more than happy to direct.
Oh, I'm looking at all the Sunbearer shit.
Sick.
Actually, I specifically want to look at the ones that are supposedly accounts of people like meeting him or his kin. I want to look at those.
Melbourne points you to a couple shelves, and it is like a couple shelves full, and it's not like large books for all of them. It's a collection of smaller books, broken up every now and then by a hunk of that same metal that you saw outside, but like with pock marks in it and stuff, kind of acting as like bookends. And on one shelf there's a good amount of space left, and it looks like there used to be a stand for something on it, but it's currently not there. And he turns to Zeke and Nyx. Anything I can help you guys find, or do you want me to just let you peruse?
I'd like to just peruse, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And then I'll sort of take his attention and be like, come here, and try to like get a little bit of distance from the group.
Okay.
And so I'm not really super duper like magic user, but and then I do like a little minor illusion in my hand. I'm gonna make it like the it's just gonna be our entire party all like in a circle twerking, and I'm like throwing up coins and making it hail, and then I'll just make it go away. But like I dabble, right? So do you have any books or manuals or almanacs of people we could find, out in the world who could supply us with? Basically what I'm trying to do is, if there's any books on like ways to ward off evil, especially devils or anything like that. I like, as if like books on superstition, books on how to craft items, that could ward off, kings of hell, stuff like that. Anything that's kind of in that sort of wheelhouse, or maybe like, if you knew there's possibly things like that in like stores or various shops. Things that because our friend Mal over there, who's completely like probably buried in a book right now, being very serious.
Very much not paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm just very bold-faced lying. They're a little worried about stuff sometimes. So I just want to, maybe be as a nice gesture, just think of a way that we could ward ourselves from the prying eyes of evil. And not it doesn't mean necessarily that I want to have like everything not be able to see me. Like there's some spells you can do to ward off against people prying in, scrying in, things like that. I don't necessarily need that. I just specifically, if I could target, like demons, Satans, Beelzebubs, any of them's.
Okay. I don't have anything to that level. I'm only taking an elective in divination this year. Papa doesn't really keep that kind of stuff. But there is a guy in town. Hang on. I think and he like reaches into his bag. Yeah, and produces like a business card and hands it over to you. He is a bit of like a paranoid sort, especially since he's older. He's kind of like trying to be more reclusive, but he has some ways to keep you kind of hidden from people, even if they are trying to find you. It's kind of his specialty these years. And he hands you a card. And it's a black card with what looks like this red, almost like shiny metallic looking inkage on it. Melic Umbra Coultro, anti-divination specialist. And it has an address and nothing else on it. And he's like, oh yeah, so you should be able to talk with him and get that figured out. And he kind of turns away and like, oh, yes, and picks up a book off the shelf and is like, sorry, what were you asking for?
Do you have anything that's got pictures in it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do have the more picture-heavy ones are like almanacs of different star clusters in the area, or even a couple spheres from some visitors from out of town, as Papa puts it. Are you looking for anything here? And he just like brings you over, and it's just a shelf that is labeled atlases. This should be it. A lot of the stuff in here is very word heavy, but this is probably the stuff that is more visually oriented.
Very good. You've been super helpful.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna get caught up. I haven't finished the series, but I need to get caught up on it.
Go for
have
it.
fun.
Skedaddle.
Yeah.
And
And kind of goes off into a corner.
As he turns away, I'm just gonna sort of try to peer around and like, and then I'm gonna basically go try to find those really sick like cross-section books that were in all of our elementary schools, like when we were younger, that like here's what an airship looks like if you like cut it up. It's like with illustrations and be like, yo, this shit's sick.
Yeah. And these cross sections are like not just like, oh, this is like what like a train looks like if you like break it up into bits. It's like, this is what compounds to make a star, or like if you cut the planet in half, this is the different layers that make it up. Like full on like scientific stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing is I'm burying myself in basically an episode of National Geographic. Like,
hell yeah.
Just like, I'm just learning for the sake of learning. I don't care what it is, but oh, cool, science.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
And Nyx, you are perusing. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm just gonna see if they have like any spell books of any kind.
Give me an investigation check.
$17.
17. You're looking around, and you don't see anything that looks like a spell book, especially since a lot of the time spell books aren't meant to be like, they are just kind of like notebooks that people designate as where they're going to write their arcane studies at. And you don't notice anything in particular until like you pass by the same bookshelf 3 times, and it's you're passing by it and you have to double take every time, and then you realize it's really hard to focus on one book in particular, and so you kind of like reach out and grab it, and flipping through it is a mess. It's hard to piece together. Even with like arcane stuff, you're gonna have to pore over this in order to glean what this is focused toward.
I'll do that. Keep myself occupied for a bit.
Sick. Moving upstairs, Trix. Amadeus leads you into what looks like an observatory of sorts, going up to the top floor of this manor. And there is a large domed roof with a large telescope within it that has like different cranks and mechanisms to move it about the room. And you walk in and you see that along the sides where there is not domed, like domed glass, for observing the stars, there is a record of, from this sphere's perspective, every constellation recorded. It is, you have learned to read the sky as a group of entities millions of years away in terms of travel that are just kind of existing, and you can see the stories of even just a fraction of them on these walls. You even see a couple tables where it seems like some celestial maps are being mapped out, and you see on one of them there is this large dark wooden box, and as Amadeus walks in behind you, just kind of looks around and is like, I did especially want to see, from someone who is from out there's perspective, what do you think?
This is crazy.
Is that good crazy or bad crazy?
Good.
Good.
I flew past that star on my way here. And that one.
Huh. And like he does, like, you can see he's like doing some calculations in his head. He's like, so you must have took some slingshot routes around some suns. That's not a direct path. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, as you go, it kind of like you follow the rotation of it. I don't know how it works. Gravity.
And you said your mom's Arcturus, right?
Mhm.
Or as everybody on this sphere calls her.
Yeah, that's what I call her too.
Yeah. So you don't call her by her name? No?
I call her Mom.
Entirely fair. Well, I just figured I'd ask. Not a lot of people on this sphere know her actual name. It's not as common magic to glean as much from the stars. People do zodiac interpretive
Well, it's also
archetypes
super
and-
far away.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you
By
can see
normal
it from here.
means. I've seen it closer. By normal means it's real hard, but there are ways. Well, I especially wanted to just meet you. Like I said, I haven't seen another Callisto in years.
You've met another one?
Oh yeah. Not on this sphere, mind you, on a different one. But it's a whole story from another life. Lovely fellow. Didn't get to spend as much time with him as I hoped, but such is the way of fate. I did, however, and he moves over to the large, dark wood box and is like, I did, however, have something that I wanted to pass on from him to you. He kind of left it last time I saw him, so I wanted to see if you wanted to bring it with you. Where are you keeping the sword?
I mean,
Or did you?
it's probably too big to put like in a bag or anything, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably just have it like on my back. Probably just like in between my bag and my body.
That tracks.
I don't have a sheath for it or anything.
Then you do see it kind of like trailing off your shoulder. A slight glow start to appear.
Oh. Is it me?
No. Surprised you got Moonstone. Doesn't really travel that far. No, it's and he opens it, and you do see a mass of what looks like star material, similar to whenever you would take your pinky off. It's about 1.5 feet in diameter. And he's like, well, it's not you. It's just from the previous Callisto I had met. Like you said, he left it, so there's not a connection to the other one as far as I can tell. I'm not sure what star he was born from, but figured if anybody would find use in it, it would be you.
I don't know what I do with it. Can I absorb it? I'll put my hands on it.
We're traveling back downstairs now. So we'll start with Mal. You were looking for first-hand accounts of the Sunbearer. You find a lot of similarities. A lot of the people who say that they've seen the Sunbearer cannot look directly at him, specifically because whether it's an account of like a creature that is encompassed in fire, or if it's a humanoid just with the head encompassed in fire, as a lot of the iconographic depictions are made, it is as bright as the sun. And so looking directly at the fucker will burn your eyes out.
Yeah, that
But-
tracks.
Yeah. But a lot of the accounts are either of people saying sacrileges within a holy site and him specifically coming down to destroy them himself, or it is of people who follow him who are prominent figures who have done immense deeds in the past. One account talks about somebody having expanded the Blazewoods from a small grove to the entirety of Korvac County thousands of years ago. One of them tells of somebody blazing islands from the sea to make a whole safe haven for the Sunbearer to eventually rest at before he has to start up across the sky again during the dawn. It's a lot of different accounts of the effects of each of these sightings is mixed as to whether it's beneficial or absolutely destructive. But the one common through line is that it is not subtle. And especially one account talks about having met a chosen of each of the 4 gods that make their way around Saltu, and they talk about how the tide bearer always has some sort of silent but absolutely mind-boggling chosen. Lady Luna has somebody who is very neutral and kind, but seems to keep secrets at all costs, no matter what. And the Grove Tender always has a chosen who is jolly and is giving to anybody to a fault, doing as much as they can, regardless of how much it hurts them. But the Sunbearers chosen are always those who are willing to do anything they possibly can to experience life to the fullest, even pushing their bodies to either take down somebody who has said something wrong about them, or somebody who is willing to pursue their emotions, happiness, anything, as far as they will go. Very rarely do any of them ever choose peace.
All right.
Zeke, you learn that part of this sphere is fucking liquid, dude. And it is not just liquid, it is liquid that is hot enough to burn your body in seconds. And yeah, and part of it is it's moving around so much that it shifts how the land masses are configured. It's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a Magic School Bus episode, but like if it was Lovecraftian, just the amount of like new shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm planning on turning into that guy who's gonna just annoy everyone with fun facts.
Yeah. This has become your Roman Empire.
I mean, if you've never heard of plate tectonics before, that's
wild.
Truly Lovecraftian.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you're telling me part of the planet is a liquid and it moves around and that's why there's earthquakes? Bullshit.
No way.
Dust, you are reading through this and there is no mention of a hidden grove.
That's good.
Not one.
That's
you
good.
do- you do, however, hear of its rumors. Even the people who have been like, yeah, I walked from the north end of the Titan Mountains all the way to the southern end. And by that, they mean they walked around the foothills. They mentioned that there was a radical group that, by different accounts, either assisted or tried to prevent the assassination of the former king who lived in Korvac. A group of secretive people who make their home in the Titan Mountains, somewhere near the Hands Grove. But the last person who was seen from that group that they can't remember the name of was during a conflict about 80 years ago, where the entirety of the city of Korvac was sundered, and there was some sort of falling out, and that was the last time anybody was in the city before the Restoration Committee. Nyx. This book is hard to piece together, but you start to piece together certain matrices. It's like, have you ever tried to build a Lego sculpture from scratch? Or like tried to draw a picture from memory, but you can only piece together specific bits?
Yeah.
It's like that. You are taking certain matrices and being like, oh, that's like transportation magic, but there's a lot of power pulled into this. This is divination, but like on a grander scale, but pinpointed. You are starting to piece together that this grimoire was probably once used to get away from a whole sphere. And there's like, that's like the first half of the book. The back half of the book is harder to piece together. I'm gonna need you to make an Arcana check.
12.
12. It's difficult to piece together. You can tell it's something about redirecting energy, but somehow also involves enchantment and necromantic schools within its matrices. It's hard. It's hard to piece together, especially since you weren't like classically taught. It's hard to see this Gestalt spell work at work. Somebody is homebrewing and peacemaking spells together in order to do things, and it is high-level magic. Moving back upstairs. Trix, you put your hands on this sphere. I'm gonna need you to make me a wisdom saving throw real fast.
Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You, much like how you got that piece of yourself from the museum and you start to get memories back, you start to have a flood of memories, not your own. You see a taller perspective, at least 2 feet taller than you currently are. You see a much more arid landscape, with spire-like juts of earth out of the ground, this purple sand all over the place. And you see above you 3 stars orbiting each other. And you can even see pretty close to this place is another sphere, very close in proximity, orbiting around with a few moons you can see dotted around its atmosphere. And in this memory, you feel a sense of wonder. You had planned to leave soon, to explore places, maybe even drift back to the system you came from. And you are like staring at the sky, and as you look down, you see the guy who brought you into this observatory, but much younger. The beard is this jet black. The wrinkles are no longer in the face. The hair is this long ponytail behind him, and not nearly as muscle built as you saw him just moments ago. And you see behind him what looks like this like spherical tear in reality. You kind of even start to see like the image of the sand and the sky, and one of the suns passing behind it seem to warp in space, like the image of it around this sphere, as he just kind of like waves friendly. And as that hits you, your hands are pushed away. You have not absorbed any of this piece of a Callisto, but you have definitely connected with it in some way.
Whoa.
And like you had like scooted a couple feet back after it shunted you off, and Amadeus is like, "You all right?"
Yeah. That was great. I feel like I experienced someone else's life a little bit.
What you see?
I think I saw you.
Me?
Yeah, but like a lot younger version. Like
What else
I
did
was
you
looking
see?
down at you. Was he tall?
He was pretty tall. He, much like from what I've heard of accounts of you, gave up parts of himself over time, but yeah, when I met him, he was about 7 to 8 feet tall.
Sounds about right. But I saw you, and then I saw like a tear in reality. It was like all fuzzy on the outside, and then I saw more stuff behind, and there were people waving at me. Or him.
Memories are fuzzy. Maybe it was trying to block something out.
Was that not a memory? Do you not remember that?
No, I remember that day.
Okay.
It's been ages, but I remember it. Hung out with him for a good long while.
Well, what was happening? I didn't get much context.
I had fled my system. We'd hopped from a couple spheres, each planet more brittle than the last, and eventually we knew that our star was going to go supernova, so we had to modge podge some spells to cobble a way out of that sphere. And when we landed on a desert planet. I want to say about 3 trillion miles from here. It's a while. But first person we saw was that Callisto. Said he'd ended up there on accident, got flown through the sky, so we decided to try and help each other, find our way back to our homes, or for me and my folks, somewhere we could call home.
So, how did you end up here, 3 trillion miles away?
Miscalculation. When you're flying through vast swaths of space and trying to pinpoint places that will support life for a good long while, you tend to overshoot sometimes. I was able to send him back to his folks, but
So you're not from this sphere.
no, not even from this system. System I came from only had one sun. As far as I can tell, up until about 60 years ago, this system had 2.
So is that why you wanted to talk to me? Do you want help getting back home?
And he kind of just like leans against the desk that he's near. Tricks, I'm old. Even if I were able to find a place in time, I'm not going to see that sphere. That'd be for my kin, but this place is going to stick around long after they're dead. That star ain't supposed to go supernova for another 6-7 million years, but that's a whole other thing. No, there was some really cool stuff that me and that Callisto did together, and I was just seeing what kind of stuff you were made of.
Well, thank you for showing. Hey, if you ever run into another Callisto, he's gonna rip his thumb off. Give him this. That way we can kind of pass it down.
Huh. And he kind of like holds the crystallized finger. A lot of things are starting to seem real familiar now.
Oh, you can give him this too, and I hold out the book of 100 jokes to tell your friends. I basically memorized it.
Alright. I'll add this to the library until one comes along. And hell. And he like slides the finger into the binding of the book. And he's just like, now only one of y'all will be able to know that it's in here.
Awesome.
Well, I don't want to keep you all. I'm sure you got plenty of adventuring to get on to, but if you ever feel like stopping by, I'm always happy to chin wag for a while.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Now, I should be having an appointment coming up here in a few minutes. Y'all are free to hang around. I just got to talk with somebody for a little bit. There's a lovely library if you're into books downstairs that you're more than welcome to peruse.
Sure. I'll head down. Have fun.
Appreciate it. And as you're making your way through the doorway, you do see this cloaked individual, hood over the head, what looks like these scales kind of growing over the eyes, and these two emerald green eyes with jet black hair underneath the hood, and really dark clothes otherwise. And probably adolescent from what you can tell, and just, oh, sorry, I did not mean to run into you. Interesting. And kind of moves his way past you. About that matter we discussed, and you just see Amadeus wave at you and do this, and the door's shut.
All right. I'm gonna just head back downstairs. I'm not asking any questions.
Sick. You make your way downstairs, and as y'all are poring over your different books, Trix makes his way into the room.
Well, how'd it go?
Good. I gave him my thumb.
Oh. You don't need it, or?
No, so he brought me up there, and there was another piece of a Callisto, not me. But you know how I can like absorb stuff from myself? I tried putting my hands on it, and I got like a flashback from his memory. So
He had another piece of you? Or like
Not-
of somebody like you?
yeah, someone else. He said he met him a long time ago.
Huh. Cool. That must have been really fun. What'd you see?
Hey, I saw your dad, but very young and kind of like a rip in reality. And a lot of people waving at me. I don't
Rip in
really understand
reality?
what was happening.
Papa never. Also, Grandpa, not my dad. My dad's my parents.
Oh.
Are off. Yeah, it's What do you mean by rip in reality?
So you know, like a black hole, kind of how like. This is not a very good analogy.
And
I'm trying to think of a way
without
to
even
describe this.
without even like waiting for any more words, Melbourne heads like beelines to a specific shelf and like climbs upstairs immediately.
I read about them. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
and
real quick. Did anyone else know that those things up there are actually like big bodies of something like really far away? See, I thought there was this whole like firmament thing, and there was like little pinholes in it, like, and then there's like no. Apparently, those things are huge and like really far away. And I don't mean like from here to Volfar. I mean like at least times 20, maybe 30 times further than that at you know, like just hundreds of miles. I'm talking hundreds, or was it thousands? I don't remember. But those things
It's
are
millions.
huge, and
Sometimes even billions or trillion.
yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Oh.
Zillion. Anyway, they're like huge, and they're like very far away. So that's why they look small, because they're just, you know, so far away. And that's, you know, and did you know that the sun of that's one of them too? That's a star, as they're called. You know,
Like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Or my mom.
Huh. So wait, that means you were, and I like have the book. I'm like, you were born in a nebula of sorts where stars are born.
Well, it was a star dying.
Oh, like a supernova.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been reading all about these things. These are like they're pretty neat. So like these things can either like get just like tired and shrink, or if they're super big, they blow up, and they're like like get so heavy
They throw
collapse,
cicatrix out of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe that's what happened. Maybe you know how like bits of you can fall off and get reabsorbed. Maybe your whole you was part of the thing, and when the thing exploded, you just like Miles' gun, just straight shot. It's canon. And then, as everyone's looking at me like, what is this dumbass talking about? Like, so I'm imagining, and he just starts going off into like stupid, like crap. Like, so imagine if there was like cube shaped ones. How cool would that be, right? Just like,
Looking like
And-
the fucking Charlie Day meme.
Yeah.
String and the-
Yeah, the Pepe Sylvia. You do see behind Zeke, Melbourne is kind of staring at this book. Just it looks like rereading the same page over and over again. And it's just like, I gotta do some research for my final. Do you guys mind if I kind of have the library for a bit?
oh,
No.
oh, sure, no problem. In fact, we might, have some business to do, but if you do need to contact us, for the next hour or so, it's gonna be whip over to the gang. My treat at Mary's band. Let's go, everybody.
Like the kids'
Yeah.
place?
Yeah, like the kids' place.
They've got good pizza.
Okay. I really got to work on this.
Sure.
I'll talk to you later, Trix.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Okay.
I want to look at
Yeah.
the observatory again.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be awesome. I'll talk to you guys later. And like immediately goes back to the book. And without looking up, it's just like, oh, remember to put the books you grabbed back.
Oh, sure.
Sets book back.
Put the book back. Mumbling under my breath. Doesn't appreciate Mary's bed, and doesn't appreciate what being incognito means. All right.
So Dustin and Zeke put their books back. Mal
Yeah,
and Nix.
up in that-
I'm putting it back.
Cool. Noted. And you guys make your way out of the library, headed to Mimic's Merry Band.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're gonna get some pizza.
Breakfast wasn't too long ago, but I kind of wasn't really hungry this morning. I don't know.
I was like, most of y'all didn't even eat. Like,
Yeah.
Now I got some fire in my step.
Cool. And you guys start making your way across town. As you guys are leaving the gate in front of the front yard, you do see there's kind of there's a crow just like staring at the house, cocking its head from side to side with 3 eyes. It's kind of just watching the house and waiting.
I'm sure that's fine.
And you guys make your way down the street. Cool. And you guys make your way into Mimic's Merry Band. At this point, you see Seamus is back on one of the stages, just kind of like dancing with the other characters. and just kind of like seeing you all come in, goes like,
There he is. Oh, I'll never get tired of saying that song, bitch. All right. Turn to whoever the hostess is, who's probably some teenager who doesn't really want to be there, and just be like,
Who's a mimic?
how you doing? Table 4-5, please.
table for 5, and just like looks at the sheet and makes like a little mark on it. You can go over to Gary there. He's in the left-hand corner. We have a birthday party. Please do not interrupt them or steal from their food. The tables will know.
Ominous. All right. Skedaddle.
Cool. And you see that there is a birthday party. There are like 5 or 6 parents there, just kind of like loosely supervising, but mainly talking to each other. And a person in what looks like a chest like mimic mascot costume, full on prone on the ground, getting just trampled on by kids.
Oh no.
Oh, look out now.
And you guys make your way to your table.
He's gonna feel that tomorrow. All right. Okay. Get together and, whoever comes by, I'll be like, large pie for the table, please. I'll have it's early, I'll have a root beer.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'll take one as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if you got some, some kind of color wax draw doodads and some parchment, we'll take some of that too. Put a gold piece in their hand. That one's for you, and this one is for that little spindly fella on the stage there. Seamus, what's up, baby?
Hi, buddy. And the lampshade with a vest on, who is taking your guys' order, is just like, I'll be sure to pass it along. And another arm morphs out and tosses one of the coins over to Seamus, and just and like puts it in a little pocket.
Amazing.
Cool.
I love that this whole restaurant is run by mimics, but the mascot is not a mimic. It's a person in a mimic costume.
In a mimic costume.
And the table is a mimic, and that's how the table will know if you steal a different table's food. But also, Seamus is not a mimic. He's just a skeleton.
No.
It's very prop hunt Gary's mod.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
One of the tables just gets up and starts running out the door.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, but it is, though.
It's
There's
true.
no lie here.
It's accurate.
I never thought of it that way. This is the most cursed thing I've put in a game. Fucking damn it.
And the coolest. So
We're gonna get some good pizza.
Yeah.
It's root beer.
So I also learned that like we're made of the same stuff that blows up after the stars. Like in a way, they have something called elements, right? And like things are made up of them. Like it's pretty scientific. I don't know if y'all get it, but like it's something along the lines of like how we're all kind of and then look at Trix like in a way we're all kind of related, huh? Cause
Kinda. We're all made of carbon.
Oh.
something like that, I think. Anywho,
That's it.
Anyway,
Like a
so
pencil?
what's our plan?
Anyway.
all right.
Wait, no, sorry. What I did not hear what you said. Dust.
Oh, you just said carbon, and I was like a pencil?
Yeah.
Huh.
definitely. So, I mean, that was a very enlightening morning for me. I'm having a good time. What did y'all find out? Anything fun?
No, I just wanted to be prepared and, not exactly sure following the tenets of the Sun Bear, but found out that if I ever stray too far, I'll know.
Well,
Because if there's one thing he ain't, it's subtle.
Next, you got anything cool, clever?
I think I found a grimoire with a bunch of patches of different types of magic melded together for some kind of spell.
Like
Couldn't figure
pages
it out,
missing,
though.
or
It was just a mess of a bunch of different types of magic being Frankenstein together.
You can do that?
Apparently. I don't know how successful it was, though.
it wasn't like stained with the exploded blood of the person who used it or something, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's promising. Dust?
Nice. I just was looking for books about the okay. Just about the Titan Mountains and just seeing what I guess what information there is on this side about the Titan Mountains. But there was a kind of an interesting thing where there was like I don't know if it was a rumor or something, just about one of the secret cults doing something down in Korvac 80 years ago. So
Anything that
was
is pointing you in the direction of the cool thing you need, or is it just general curiosity?
I was doing general curiosity because I know the mountains pretty well, I think, and I wanted to see how well people who do not live near the mountains know the mountains, and they don't know it very well.
Well, then our expedition should be very fruitful now that we got you here. Oh, that reminds me. I pull into my jacket pocket and pull out the card that was handed to me. Now, your friend Melbourne was being a little. I don't want to be mean. I'm going to stop myself right now. It was very, very nice, and just and. Anyway, gave me this card because I was inquiring about on the hush hush, since we had the thing that happened to us with the devils and the hells and the the mind erasing stuff. I know I've been bothered by it, and I'm pretty sure you've been bothered by it, Dust. I see it. I mean, we all are in a certain extent, right? Well, except for this beautiful, starry man right here, but no, I'm talking about you, Trix. You ain't nothing ever bother you. You're an inspiration.
Oh.
The all it has is this address written on it, but I asked if there was something to be found about learning how to or acquire such wards against that specifically, like
That's a good idea.
Mr. Toller, if you're listening, I'm not trying to cut you out. I'm just, specifically
Demonic
that.
entities specifically.
Yeah, I want to fine tune it to just that, just so we can have tabs kept on us. Boop boop. But
I
also,
could probably figure something out myself, considering I used to close portals all the time. It was a while ago, and I'm rusty, but I probably could figure it
then
out.
Maybe I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe if we do go visit this address, maybe it'll at least give you a starting point if we get nothing else out of it.
Or since they didn't tell
That
me
could work.
exactly what it is, maybe it's a place to acquire materials for you to be able to do this. So possibly, maybe that could be our
That'll work.
last ditch out of town, and then we can.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you need to do, Trix. Well, did we? I mean, other than being shunted into another, life of another, fellow Callisto, is there anything that we need to help solve or find for you before we ditch for a while? Or
I don't think so. I think my sword will tell me when we're ready for that.
do we need to get you a scabbard, buddy? I've been noticing that it's kind of just like right up next to you when you walk. Maybe okay. Let's do that. We'll go shopping. I'll get you a scabbard. Melbourne said that you've been here for 8 months only. Is that true? Do you like have a fond, or not fond, but a very specific memory of that being true, or?
Well, I remember flying towards the planet, and then I saw the ground get closer to me, and then I don't remember anything. I don't know how long I was out for before I was found. So it's been 8 months since I at least was found by them.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we'll call it an early birthday present.
Ooh. What's a birthday?
Well, you see, when some cowpoke love each other very, very much.
Don't need to go. Oh my god.
It's at this moment,
Basically-
Mel, that a thought comes into your head.
Oh.
That you're still looking for somebody, and also looking for some people to get back at. And it's been a while.
That's a problem. It basically just means it's like you survived another year. It's the for those of us, it literally means the day of your birth.
Oh.
And the anniversaries afterwards.
Yeah, celebration
Yeah.
of you specifically.
But so anyway, all right. We'll need to get Trix's the sheath for his sword before he hurts himself. We'll go visit this address to see about getting some wards.
Possibly. At least we'll just see what the deal is. And Nix, I'll defer to you. If you sense anything hinky, just ragamuffins the word, and we're out of there.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
And then I
okay.
figure we can go, because I know that, Mel, you were talking about wanting to go southish, and a couple of the points on the map are south of here. So we can go down and loop around the continent to get them, because I need to end at the top of the continent anyway.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, so what, like, is there any shot we can get all this done maybe today so we can head out either later tonight or tomorrow, or first light tomorrow?
I don't see why not.
Because
Yeah.
obviously we need to get done what we need to get done here. I'm still looking for someone, and I really need to get looking on finding them. Because if the Whispers got them, hell, for all I know, they could already be dead. But it's not good.
What was do you have what was your last lead about where any particular place they may be?
Just that the Whispers got her, so she could be at any of their hideouts.
And you remember one was nearby.
Yeah, there was one in we passed by one on the train, I thought, or like when we got off the train we were near one.
It was
that the
during
that
one
was
of the
south of here?
breaks. No, it was during one of the breaks. The train stopped and people got out to
That's right. That's
stretch their legs and stuff. It's where you ran into Melbourne. You guys were going opposite directions. You guys had stopped near Quincy in Harkham's Junction. And you remember hearing that there was some sort of outpost somewhere in Quincy County, somewhere in the southern areas. So probably somewhere either Lake McGinnis or south.
How far would that be traveling if we?
So let me go ahead and pop y'all. Oh, only size in here.
Because I was prepared.
It's all good. I can measure out for y'all.
Do you have a
on my
map
level.
somewhere? Because I don't have my login for
You're all
to
good.
access the map.
It looks like it would take. Did I really set it to do that much? Hang on. Oh yeah. So it would take about, if you did a straight shot from Blazewood to the south end of Quincy County, it would take about 20 days.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys traveled a lot quicker because you had a wagon, so it only took you about like 3 days
we
to
were
get to.
zooming.
Yeah, you guys were zooming, especially since you guys had raptor horses at the time, and they move quick. Saltu is not a small continent. It's one of the largest, not the largest, but one of. And there's a lot of in between.
I'm looking at an old map, and this old map, I'm not sure if it has Blazewood on it or if it's like the current version of the map. But are we in Corvac County right now?
You guys are in Corvac County. So Blazewood is one of the bigger cities in Corvac County. Hang on. That marker is not quite accurate. You guys are more like here. So it's probably not a full 20 days. If you went along the road from here to Xanit, it'd probably be about 10 days, and then getting into there is about 20 days. You guys are on this marker right here.
Is this in roll 20?
This is
Yes.
in roll 20, yes. You guys
okay.
are in
I lost my password.
Yeah, if you're looking at the maps, it is the northwest corner of Corvac County. But yeah, and then Quincy County is north and the western half of Corvac County. So yeah, if you were going by foot, it would take a while. You will likely either have to find steeds or find a way to teleport around.
Well, that's a potential option too if we need to and get some. Because we definitely got some. We got some scratch for turning in what we did to
If we wanted to get
Lyle.
a wagon,
So
we'd only need one horse. Because I think I can procure my own. So if we just need one horse or raptor horse or something, and we can get a wagon, I can maybe help with the other. Because I don't think one horse is going to be enough to pull a full wagon plus all of us. So.
coach. So, well, and two, you know, I got some tricks up my sleeve. No pun intended. But you know, I have this new you know thing I've been working on where I can zip zap myself a little tiny hut, you know, and you know we can go camping kind of in style if needed. It's just, you know, in style in this point just means like we're not going to get rained on pretty much, but I mean it's nicer than just being out there if it is getting crazy, but and it means nothing can come into the little hut if you know there's ne'er-do-wells afoot. But that'd be the camping option, unless like I said, we got some scratch from surrendering what we did to Lyle. So if we need to pay for any kind of magical transport that'll just zip us over, that's a potential item too. If you think time is of the essence, because if we bought the supplies needed to go staging up there now, what we think about a month worth of travel.
If we could teleport there, that'd be better.
Yeah, at least get us in the vicinity, and if we need to from there continue on foot, whatever the closest marker that's receiving commercial teleportation or something. If all seems right in the world.
So what's the plan?
Going shopping.
Shopping.
Just briefly to get a scabbard, and then if we're in the vicinity of where the address on the card, just pop our heads in and be like, "What's up?" And then as far as in-town business, that's it, unless we find what we need to get out of town. So after those two things, find either teleportation magic as needed, or cart and raptor horse supplies as needed, whatever ends up being our best bet.
Fair enough. Finding a scabbard is easy. There's plenty of shops in the silver district. I'd say when you only a silver, really.
I'm gonna get a it's like don't worry Trix, I got this. And I tell them I have them put some nice metal kind of filigree stuff on it, so it looks really nice. And then I have them I want to stain it with lettering on the side, so when you're reading the scabbard from the side, it says Starry Starry Night, but it's KNIGHT.
Nice.
Taking
awesome.
Inspiration. That'll be we'll make it 3 silver. And he says he'll have it by the end of the day.
Perfect. And I throw another gold in there. That's for you, and then one more on top of that. And if we can get it done in an hour and a half, maybe that'd be even really great. In fact, take the missus out to dinner too, and give him another gold.
Yeah, sure. And just scoops it.
Thank you very much. We'll be back.
Cool. And then are all of you headed to that address, or are some of you doing other things?
I'll go. I'll go with.
Okay.
I don't really have anything else to do here. And I'm still probably mulling over my existential crisis, although it's slightly better since I know I'm not double cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Do we notice Dust's kind of would Dust wear this particular crisis, since it's new and kind of a hard emotion to worry about? Would this be something that we could see on their sort of face, wearing it on their sleeve a bit, or?
Maybe just a little bit, but since Dust is a ninja, they are technically trained to be able to be cool and collected, but this is new and they've never dealt with this actual kind of hard existential crisis before. They know how to deal with external things, but this is an internal one, so they're a little bit, maybe a little bit, they're definitely a bit more quiet, I think.
you guys are on your way over to the address. And you turn a corner to go down to the street that ends at the shop. And Mal, you bump shoulders with somebody. Well, their like arm bumps your shoulder as they're making their way.
I am a halfling.
Yeah.
Depending on how tall they are.
Yeah, as they're making their way around the corner, moving past y'all. And he's like, "Oh, sorry. Might want to slow down a little bit on your way over." And you see a familiar ashen-skinned tiefling going the opposite direction as y'all.
Wait, no, we have seen this fucker before.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Regis Thakrum.
That's fun. It was something with an R.
He's visible for all of you as he's making his way the opposite direction.
I don't remember. Is he the one that I have memories of from before I met everybody?
The one who had met up with somebody
Near Driscoll, near the Scourge?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Also the same one that, if memory serves right, Trix still has a package for.
I have a package for him, apparently.
Yep.
Did you just say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
what?
be like,
You know what? Hold on to it.
Cap.
And then just be like, and hopefully we won't catch you running into anybody else just out in the open, my good sir.
Not today, Mr. Plimpkin. Y'all have a good day now. And just keeps
Bless your
making
heart.
his and just keeps making his way down the street. And it's as he's turning away and just starts whistling a tune, walking away from y'all, and y'all turn to go to the shop. The windows blast out, and fire engulfs the sidewalk as the shop explodes, and the sign flies and skids down the street, almost landing at your guys' feet. Coultro and Co.
Well, I think we found it.
Everyone loves a good desperado tale, but it's not all glory and glamour. Plenty of folks envy the fame these outlaws have gained. Greedy suckers that lust after what others got so they can tear their pride asunder. That kind of gluttonous hate can drive even the laziest slothful lout to strike with a wrath unlike what mortals can muster. And our little band has the ire of plenty of folks already. It's as the tide bearer wrote ages ago. When those who ran choose to bring help instead, the hells will meet them, fangs bared. So, just out of curiosity, who's your money on?